birthday and a recognition of their storied history. So a happy birthday to all Marines and Semper Fi. And with that, I'd be happy to take your questions. First up, we'll go to Lita.
Hey, thanks, Sabrina. Two quick things on some of the numbers you mentioned. First, do you know the 3 injuries from yesterday, were those TBI or some type of other minor injury? And do you have any battle damage assessment on the site that was struck? Was it, can we say, destroyed, totally destroyed, anything like that? And then I have one other question.
Sure. Lita, on the 3 that were injured yesterday, I believe 2 were TBI and 1 was a non-serious, non-critical injury. And I'm sorry, and your second question was on the MQ-9. Can you repeat that, please?
No. It was on the strike yesterday. Do you have any assessment on whether this warehouse was totally destroyed or partially destroyed, or civilians killed? Any BDA on that?
Sure. We don't have a full BDA yet. We're still doing our assessment, but we believe that in our initial assessment as of last night that the strike was successful and that we were able to render that building pretty much non-usable.
Thanks. So just one, a Ukraine question, oddly.
Sure.
Please address the ongoing concerns about funding for Ukraine, particularly the replenishment money. Is it about 1.1 billion that remains? And is this having any impact at this moment on the actual fight in Ukraine? Thanks.
Sure. Thanks, Lita, and not an odd question, because it's incredibly important to talk about Ukraine and in the context of the ongoing budget conversations that are happening on the Hill, and of course, all in the context of funding running out at the end of the week next week. So as you know, we proposed a supplemental package in support of Ukraine, Israel, and global humanitarian assistance, and also the Indo-Pacific. And really, by the day, the urgent need for this package to get approved and passed by Congress continues to grow. And that's because since Congress did not pass our initial supplemental request in August, we have been forced to meter out our support to Ukraine. So just to give you some numbers here, we've used 95% of the initial $62.3 billion that we had in Ukraine supplemental resources. And that was that initial supplemental was from early on and when Russia invaded or went into Ukraine in February 2022. We've used up all of our USAI funding. And so we only have $1 billion left in existing resources to backfill US stocks. We still do have a small amount of PDA left, but as you've seen, our packages have been getting smaller because we have had to meter out our support for Ukraine. In terms of battlefield impacts, look, we're continuing to flow support to Ukraine. We just had a contact group last month. We are going to have another Ukraine Defense Contact Group in mid-November. Allies and partners are continuing to support Ukraine. We are continuing to support Ukraine in what they need in their fight. You saw a package that we rolled out last week. We're going to continue to roll out packages. They just are getting smaller. So we really implore Congress to pass the supplemental request that the president sent up so that we can continue to meet Ukraine's battlefield needs. Great. Laura, Politico.
Hey,